All right, listen here, Dutch. We're going to do the podcast my way, because I'm your boss.
You're not really my boss. I don't work for you.
Well, you work for the podcast. The podcast works for me. Ipso facto, I'm your boss.
That doesn't make sense.
Touché. Here we go again. We attempted to do this episode without watching the movie, and it went very poorly.
I don't know if it actually went poorly or not. I took your word for it. I never heard said material.
You don't want to.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't awful, but I felt like we didn't bring as much to the table as we are capable of, and not having the material fresh in our minds, I don't think we did the movie justice, and I wanted to do this movie justice.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I've always enjoyed watching this movie. You made a comment earlier, and I mean, it does speak pretty true, is it gets funnier every single time I see it.
Yeah, and I mean, it does help when you're watching it with somebody who understands that same kind of humor, but no, I mean, we were both laughing our asses off watching this movie, and hopefully after recording it, we won't not want to watch it again like we have with everything else.
Yeah, I'm for everyone listening, all five of you, I haven't watched any of the movies that we've done.
Still have not.
Yeah, I don't know if I find that concerning.
Is the podcast ruining movies for us?
God, I hope not.
Ugh.
This is my livelihood, man.
Or is it forcing us to spread our wings and watch other movies? I mean, because I guess...
Never thought of that.
I mean, if we're just watching the same movies over and over, it's not giving us anything else to talk about. So I guess it's serving its purpose, but I don't know. It just feels weird.
Hashtag truth.
Yeah. No, our first attempt, it didn't have the same energy that I know.
I think the most energy that we had was, and this is just like a behind the scenes thing for you ladies and fellas out there, is I think I went on a 30-minute tangent on Segways.
You did.
I mean, they could have been our sponsor. I had so many good taglines for Segway, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole again.
I mean, I wasn't stopping you, so it is partially my fault, too.
Well, that's what we trying to get for recording at, midnight.
The late night recording sessions don't typically go in our favor.
No. And I mean, there was absolutely no amount of alcohol involved that night.
There was nothing to blame.
But it was just tiredness. I mean, right now it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so.
I mean, it's almost nap time.
Yeah, we should be solid.
But, God, there's so much good stuff, so much good material. One of my favorite parts of this whole movie is Jason Bateman's character. Cotton.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
Pepper.
He's
Pepper. Sorry.
Cotton.
Fucking it up already. And he doesn't even have to say anything.
No, his facial expressions alone throughout the movie.
It's like, it's not a whole lot going on upstairs.
Which is so opposite Jason Bateman.
It's very different than anything I've ever seen him do. And
he always plays some type of intellectual. I mean, in Ozark, he was incredibly intelligent. So to see him in a role like this it was gold.
Yeah, he's usually what do they call it? The straight man, whatever.
Yeah, like a straight-laced,
right,
kind of...
somebody who's got it all together, that kind of deal. And he's playing this kind of like a skater dude kind of guy.
Like a washed-up
sportscaster,
BMX guy.
Yeah.
But it's weird because he has a tattoo of a dodgeball, like a flaming dodgeball on his neck. So
maybe he is.
I wonder if he was a retired professional dodgeballer.
Even though he looks to be in his 30s, I think, in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I don't
Come
know.
on, Pepper needs a new pair of shoes.
I don't know what kind of shelf life dodgeball players have. But maybe he's lived its life.
Yep, dodgeballing is a young man's game.
Use within 7 days after opening.
Touche. Honestly, I totally forgot about the opening scene. Like, I know that Peter LaFleur, who's played by Vince Vaughn, is in financial ruin, but just waking up and grabbing the Yoo-hoo doesn't shake it. Now, I mean, this is a public service announcement to people out there. If you have a Yoo-hoo, you got to shake it before you drink it, man. It tastes entirely different.
I thought you were going to go somewhere completely different than that, but if you have a Yoo-hoo, I think you might need to reevaluate some decisions that you've made in your life. Because I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's better than shoving pizza down your pants, but like White does.
Well,
during his reflection time.
When in Rome.
I actually did that, you know.
It's a metaphor, but that actually happened.
I like to break a mental sweat, too.
Yeah, well, like the whole intro was like his commercial for GloboGym. And,
yeah, this is awful, this commercial.
Yeah, because we're better than you.
And we know it.
And it's not even worth getting into like all the intricacies of the commercial that he's doing, but it's blatantly obvious that I think he only wants certain clientele going there.
Yeah,
like, almost like they already need to be in good shape.
Yeah,
something. Like he's got that. He's got the giant screen in the middle of the gym, and it's just like Paco, like you can lift harder than that, you know.
You call that a sit up?
Hey Nicole, great job.
Looking good, Trevor.
But it's just a funny as hell. It's a great character for Ben Stiller to play because he's intentionally not likable whatsoever, and it just adds to.
And he's really good at having that type of character. That's just you don't like him
at all.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ben Stiller as an actor. I think he's hysterical. I've loved every movie he's ever directed, but I mean, in this movie, he is perfect to just look at and be like, God, I hate your guts.
Yeah. I think a lot of the roles that he plays, it's almost like you get the sense that he doesn't take himself too seriously, just as a person, maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, like, he did do that other one, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which was actually a really good movie.
I heard that was really good. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
You should watch it.
All right.
It's definitely worth it.
I'll put it on the list.
You should. Not for the podcast. It's definitely not quotable. But it is a great movie.
I'm sure there's a line in there I can squeeze out.
Go ahead. Give it a squeeze.
Always got one in the chamber.
Justin Long, he gets hurt so much in this movie.
He does.
And he's so good at playing that, just being in pain, before they even start, well,
because you have to remember, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Before they even play dodgeball,
yeah,
he's getting tangled up in one of the machines at Average Joe's.
Yeah,
it's like he doesn't have any strength.
No.
He's just pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, but he wants to be a male cheerleader.
But yeah, that's in his mind. That's winning.
Yep. And
wait, so you want to be a male cheerleader? So you aren't a loser?
Well, yeah. Man, high school has changed.
Yes. Go on.
But it shows the tryouts from last year, and he gets the heaviest girl on the squad.
Which you guys might recognize from, what the hell? All That. Yes. I had to reach deep for that one. The old Nickelodeon. It's like Nickelodeon's version of In Living Color.
Uh-huh. But he has to lift her up over his head, and she just comes a-tumbling down.
There's no way he would have been able to lift her over his head.
No, none at all.
I don't honestly think he could have lifted anybody his own body weight above his head.
No.
Let alone her, who looked like she weighs about 2 or 3 times that.
No, come on. I'm sure she has a good personality.
No, I'm not fat shaming. It's physics. It's boring.
It's part of our podcast because it was part of the movie.
But yeah, he can't hold her up. And
Ipso
then
facto,
yep,
we have to talk about it.
we have to. And she collapses with her crotchal region right in his face.
Yeah.
And he's screaming to high heaven. He can't breathe.
Yep.
Muff.
And they're okay, I digress.
They added an unnecessary sound effect when they helped her off of him.
Yeah. I don't want to no. Next scene.
Moist.
Jesus.
The essence of wetness.
Wetness is the essence of beauty.
In their case, booty. Oh my God, it's so bad. But yeah, he's pathetic, and he's got a thing for this girl Amber.
Yeah, he's in love with her.
It's on the cheerleading squad.
Yeah, and God, how could you not be in love with her?
Dating this douchebag. Horrible decision.
Yeah, what was his name? Brett?
Brad, something.
Brett? Yeah, it was a B word.
Sean, or
it was a B word.
Probably.
Yeah, but he
douche.
does. He does get his comeuppance.
His uppance did come.
Yep,
in the form of a roller coaster.
Now it's funny because the other guy on the dodgeball team is like, man, don't worry, he's probably gonna fall off that roller coaster, break every bone in his body. And then Kate is like, what? And he's like, what? No, I'm just saying.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. He's like, my cousin Ray. He's dead. And then later on, you find out Amber's looking for Justin, finds him, and she was like, come on, you have to come. And he's like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, Brad fell off the roller coaster, broke every bone in his body. It's like,
son of a bitch.
It can happen. Yeah,
that was the luck of the Irish.
Yep. Ray dead.
Dead.
Yeah, he dead.
You dead as hell. But yeah, so you got Average Joe's Gym, and it's being run very poorly by Vince Vaughn, a.k.a. Peter LaFleur.
He needs $50,000 by the end of the month, basically to get his gym out of financial ruin and debt.
Even with his unique filing system, he just can't seem to keep track of his books.
Yeah, no, I call them keepers.
Yeah.
Just a whole closet full of trash.
It looks like kindling to me. It's pretty rough. But after watching this movie again, I saw more people than I recall being in there. Like, I thought it was really just that main group of guys that end up being on the dodgeball team. But no, there were actual, like, more customers than that, even though the gym itself looked pretty run down.
Yeah, there were a few other people. I don't think you ever really had,
you don't
like, see an interaction with them.
No, not at all. I just
I think you just see him in the background in the opening scene. And then
right. I just never really paid attention to the extras.
Yeah. Gordon, where do you go when your wife changes the locks? Average Joe's. And Steve,
where do you go doing whatever you do?
Grrr. Average Joe's be the only place for Steve.
I like when you first meet Steve. Like, Peter's just walking down the hallway, and out of nowhere, he comes up to Peter with a knife to his throat.
Who goes there?
It's like, it's
me,
Peter.
Oh,
he's like, all right.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter, man.
Hey, Peter, man.
So he just tells him that, I'm really short on funds this month, and I can't pay you. And he's like, just give me a couple bucks here and there, and
he's like, Steve's a little shy of this month's membership.
Yeah, but he tells him that he was like, Steve doesn't stay indebted to no man. He was like, well, I'm talking about a barter. It's like, I'll split me buried treasure with you as soon as I find it. Seem to have misplaced where I actually buried it.
Apparently Average Joe's doesn't take IOUs for membership dues.
But Peter's he's a caring, thoughtful individual. So he's, hey, you just pay me what you can when you can, and just kind of leaves it at that, which is a horrible business model. You can't be successful that way.
No, it's not on a, If you can do it. If you can pay, that's great. If not, the man had bacon at every meal. I mean, you can't do that. But yeah, so you got Catherine Veach.
Yep, Miss Veach.
Who is played by Christine Taylor, and she works for the bank. Ipso facto.
Bank works for me.
She doesn't work for White Goodman.
I just like how he got her fired. It's like, good news. You're fired. It's like, what? And he's like, oh, yeah. I called up the bank and told them that you were drinking and stealing on the job, and they bought it. It's like they didn't call her in for a disciplinary talk. They just, okay, you're fired.
You're going to find out from somebody who doesn't even work for the bank.
Yeah, well, the bank works for him.
Yeah.
I'm here to begin my courtship.
Just that's his outfit is fantastic.
It is. That's it. I know what I'm doing for Halloween.
Yeah, I think,
hear me out.
All right.
All white.
WHIT.
E. Of course. But a purple ascot.
I thought, before we watched this again, that it was like denim, but watching it again, it looked like it was like leather almost.
It is probably the finest pleather.
It could have been pleather.
That is available on today's market, or that day's market.
So you got this white getup.
For White Goodman.
And the purple ascot, but like his hairstyle in the movie, it's like he's not with the times.
He's like he stepped right out of the 70s porno game and opened a gym.
Yeah.
That was me 10 years and 600 pounds ago.
It was Lorno. Light porno. But yeah, it's got like the frosted tips and the feathered back. And then the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, which, I mean, I've never been able to pull off just a mustache. That's a...
yeesh.
Yeah, no, it's a total pedo look for me, but
I don't know. He somehow makes it work with his winning personality. Double threat.
Coming at you from both angles, guys.
I like his interactions with Michelle, his I don't know, assistant. What would you call him?
Yeah, probably like a personal assistant. Specialized accountability buddy.
So you can tell that Michelle is kind of in on some of White's hang-ups. He used to be overweight, and he's gotten himself in shape, but he still struggles with food,
He wants to have it, but he has to train himself to not want to have it.
Right.
Like the donut, in fact. He's going to eat it, but he's got nipple clamps on connected to a car battery.
So he has to shock himself into not wanting the donut. But it's like Michelle walks in the middle of this thing, and he doesn't even bat an eyelash.
Yeah. Sir, Miss Veach is here. Or however he talks.
Dude's got a very deep voice. I can't do it justice.
No.
Nope.
Nobody can.
This is as low as it gets. Right here. But then he walks in on White shoving pizza down his pants.
Yeah, I think he's actually surprised about.
That one he was.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, sir. He can't even make eye contact with him at that point.
I kind of felt like right there that was a Mugatu and Todd type of
very much
interaction.
So. Minus the sexual tension, I think.
Is it though?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get that same vibe.
Could have been something there.
My apologies, Jacobin.
This is not just a piece of pizza.
It's also not a warmed up cantaloupe. But it's like, what were you going to do after the pizza was shoved down your pants?
Yeah, I don't want to know. I mean, I'm glad Michelle walked in and disturbed the whole thing. That scene could have gone sideways.
But it is funny how, like, when he gets up, it's like the pizza just kind of hanging out over his waistline. Yeah. Haven't I told you to knock?
What is this, a gym for ants? So you have that, and what they're worried about is Average Joe's is trying to get this $50,000. They're trying to do everything that they can in their power, and they come across a Dodgeball ad in Obscure Sports Quarterly.
OSQ, baby.
Yep. God, why didn't I think of this before? I feel like such an idiot.
Yeah.
So They need to qualify for the regionals, which will put them into Vegas in the tournament to play for the $50,000.
And the only reason that they have to do this is because
The car
wash
bad.
was just a complete failure.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but you can't have a car wash right across the street when there's another scheduled car wash of nothing but hot women.
Just clad in bikinis.
Yeah, I mean, like if that happened to me, like an all-male car wash, and I was out there and there were a bunch of women, I mean, I would have left my own car wash and had my car washed 3 times.
At least.
Yeah. Please. Think I'm an idiot? Nah.
The only customer we've had is the guy that keeps paying Justin to wash his rims.
Yeah, get in there real deep like. Just disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
because
not good.
he's like that pot belly.
Yeah, he's just rubbing his belly button.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Ugh. Yeah, just fast forward past that part, kids.
Yeah, and for the longest time, I kept thinking that he said, get in there real deep like, and he actually says, get in there nice and deep like. And I didn't catch that before. Because the other one works better, I think.
It does. Maybe we saw an outtake.
It could have been a bleeper.
You never know.
Or a blooper. It was a bleeper of a blooper. Nah, I mean.
Ipso facto. That was the line.
But yeah, it just so happens that the dodgeball tournament winnings is the exact amount of money that they need.
Yeah, which, I don't know, maybe in 2001 when this movie came out, it was, or was it 2004?
I don't know.
I think it was 4. But $50,000, that's, I mean, nowadays you're just kind of like, that's not anything. So, I don't know, so maybe back then it was like, oh man, $50,000, wow. It seems like now it'd be like, oh, $1 million or something is what you play for. But Owen, I like Owen's.
2004.
Okay. I knew it was somewhere in there. But I like Owen's thought process on how they can save average Joes is they'll just pay it off in Canadian dollars. It's like that way we don't have to pay as much.
He's like, even if we went that direction, in Canadian dollars, that would be like $70,000.
It's where we're going to come up with $120,000.
You don't add them together.
I mean, in all honesty, it was such an unnecessary line for the movie, but I'm so glad that it was left in.
It was funny.
Because it was hysterical.
When they come back from the car wash, they find a cardboard cutout of White with like glowing red eyes that they don't realize is actually a surveillance camera, like CCTV.
Who would think of that? Like, oh, you send it over. Obviously, there's a camera in here.
But Peter is initially against the idea. And I think even when he agrees to it, he's still a bit reluctant about the whole dodgeball thing.
He says that to Miss Veach because she says something about his office, I guess, being incredibly sad. And he's like, no, you want to know what's sad? 6 grown men playing dodgeball.
Right.
Like, that's sad.
Yeah, until you see the group of people that actually play. And then you realize it's really fucking sad.
Now, they find Patches O'Houlihan, who's the 7-time like dodgeball champion of the world.
Well, he actually finds them because
he's in the bar.
They have to do the qualifier.
Yeah, against Troop 417. Mm-hmm. Great, we're playing Boy Scouts.
Nope, not Boy Scouts.
Girl Scouts.
This is funny because, like, A, they're horrible at dodgeball at this point, and B, they're actually playing Girl Scouts who are just slaughtering them.
Yeah, what are they, like 12? 13?
Ish.
Somewhere in there?
Something along those lines, yeah.
That's so sad.
And the only reason they win is because the Girl Scout team got disqualified because after doing a random drug test, they found out that she had been taking, like, hormones, steroids, some other performance enhancement drugs.
There were 3 different anabolic steroids found in her system and a low-grade beaver tranquilizer. The hell does that even come from?
But it's funny because, like, as they're playing, you don't notice this particular girl, but you never see her at the end.
Yeah, you never see her. You just see her when they're collecting the trophy.
And then when it does show her, it's like she's got a mustache.
Damn it, Denise!
Bernice, I think. I think it's Bernice. And she puts her hands on her face, and she's got like super hairy arms. Yeah.
Oh no. And Troop 417 probably killed her after. Like, they probably killed her in the parking lot.
Yes. And then ate the beaver.
Yeah, so that's how they won their regionals.
It's pretty pathetic. Yeah, Patches runs into Peter outside the bar or whatever.
Yeah, that's when he approaches him and tells him that he's Patches O'Hurlihan and he wants to help him out with the with coaching him. And but I like Rip Torn's character because he talks to people, I mean,
down to them.
Very down. I mean, okay, whatever, queer. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I mean, bludgeons people with wrenches.
He's got a sack full of wrenches. That's what the sack full of wrenches is here for. I don't know why everybody, it sounds like white now. Every character that I do in this movie is going to sound like this. Let's try that again. You can dodge a wrench. Okay, that's better. This is more Patches.
Yeah.
That's what this sack full of wrenches is for, Trebek. I keep fucking it up.
Yeah, and then when he's trying to teach him, and I don't even, there's really, honestly, not that much you need to learn about dodgeball.
Don't get hit.
Pretty much. If you catch a ball, the player that threw it is out, one of your players gets to come back in. If you get hit with a ball, you're out of the game. It seems pretty much that's about it. But for some reason, I mean, he's holding classes and stuff. Like, he has the chalkboard that he's writing on and telling people, and that one guy, I think it's a Jay, is asleep, and he just throws a wrench and hits him on top of the head.
Oh, Dwight, I think is his name.
But it's just sitting there like, this is horrible. Like, you don't need to go on about this.
But this is like
just
one of those.
Don't get hit by a ball.
When they first start training, if you can call it that, he throws one wrench right at Justin, hits him right in the face, and he just immediately collapses on the ground. It's just so funny.
Yeah, just listening to him cry is worth it.
So he's in agony.
I mean, it's a 2-foot wrench.
Yes, it was very painful to watch, for sure. But he just tries to get them, like, if you can dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, which makes no sense. I mean, if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a ball.
Yes. Why can't we just use balls?
That same simple math. This just works out.
You put your mouth where our balls are.
So they keep trying to get Miss Veach on their team, and she was like, "No, I can't do it because it's a conflict of interest."
Conflict of interest. Yep.
Yeah, she works for the bank, and the bank is going through the process of acquiring GloboGym for White Goodman.
Or acquiring Average Joes for White.
Yeah. That's, the people out there know what I mean.
They all know.
Yeah, we've all seen the movie. Now we're just talking about it. So, yeah, they're trying to acquire Average Joes for GloboGym. And, I think the point is when White shows up unannounced at her house to begin his courtship and tells her that he got her fired from the bank or even from her law office because she's not a banker, she's a lawyer.
Right.
So gets her fired. I think that's when she's kind of like, yeah, all right, I'm going to join your team. But then you see inside of her house, and it's just all unicorns.
It's very disturbing.
Dear Barbara.
I really like unicorns. You think? Jesus.
I've never seen so many unicorns in my life.
This is bad.
Just screams lesbian. That and she used to play softball.
It actually doesn't add up. It's very...
whatever. That dyke can play.
Very odd. But it just so happens that Peter comes up with a walkway, like right when White is trying to, whatever you want to call it.
He has, he's
courting.
He's beginning this courtship. And
bleeding his own blood.
I can't believe that you don't hear Peter's car just screaming up the road. So it must have died like a half mile away, and he had to push it the rest of the way.
Or maybe he hitched a ride with Michelle on the scooter that you don't hear until. It's so funny.
I think maybe we should mate. What?
Date.
I said date. We should go on a date.
We should date each other.
Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
There are tribes that eat their own vomit.
I've never been to them, but I read about them
in a book. Oh, yeah, there's that scene where she comes to the office, and I think this is when... No, this wasn't the pizza scene, but he goes upstairs, grabs a dictionary.
Yeah, that's when she first comes in. The first time, he had just taken the nipple clamps off. That was when he was eating the donut.
Yeah, and he...
pumped up his crotch.
And this is the funny thing.
Region.
We like watching movies, and I'm sure we've mentioned this before. We like watching the movies with closed caption because we're old as shit and we are deaf. But also, we catch things like dialogue-wise that we may not have noticed before. And after this interaction between White and Catherine, he deflates the pump in his crotch, and the subtitles actually says crotch deflates or crotch deflating. I was like, what? Did they even? They could have put like hissing sound or anything like that.
Anything else in the world.
No, it's crotch deflating.
Yep, crotch deflating.
That's so because you don't see it on screen, you just hear it. I thought that was great.
Oh,
it's very, very literal with the caption.
Honestly, tell you the truth, whoever did it, I commend you, good
Kudos.
sir. Whoever typed that out.
Real men of genius.
Hey, Bill, what do you think? What do you think I should type here? Well, what just happened? Well, he pulled the hose out of his crotch, and now the air is all going out. I don't know, crotch deflating? Damn it, Bill. That's good.
Not as good as your Bimenin, but top 5.
Jimson, you sexy fool.
Thanks, boss. So after they, after, I don't know how long it is before the tournament even begins, but after some rigorous training of dodging traffic and wrenches.
I think at one point I heard someone say something about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That he had 3 weeks to bust him into shape for dodgeball.
That could be it.
Which I still don't understand.
They're still very mediocre at best.
Which, I mean, I think it's great because it added for great comedy. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, 3 weeks to learn how to dodge a ball? It's just kind of like overkill. Someone throws a ball, you just move.
Get out the way, bitch. But due to the cardboard cutout of White surveilling average Joes, he finds out that they are joining the dodgeball tournament. And, of course, he's going to do everything he can in his power to stop them from getting the $50,000 to save average Joes.
Correct.
And the only reason he's able to get in, because he didn't go through a qualifying match, is because he knows somebody.
Oh, yeah, no. I know the dodgeball chairman. Yeah, he close personal friend.
I helped him shed a few pounds before
summer beach season.
Yep.
So, of course, he gets in. And it's just not fair. But then he's got I can't do her name justice. It's,
Jesus Christ.
No, it's like
it's
Ramona
not
Vava.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it because it's so good.
But it's always like that when they have. I mean, you had Katinka, Nagana,
Bagovina, nah.
But then in her native country of Bulgaria, I think is what he called it, is dodgeball. That's their national sport.
Oh, this is bullshit.
So she's actually the deadliest person on this planet with the dodgeball.
On IMDb, it just lists her as Fran. Like, what?
Fran?
Yeah.
Fran Ramona.
I honestly don't remember her name even being Fran.
Oh, they only said it the one time. But yeah, it was. I remember her last name being like Ramona
It's
or something weird.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. What was Fran's name in Dodgeball? Wait, that sounds really stupid. Holy shit. And Google is still listening. It says, sorry, I'm not sure if you were talking to me. I'll disregard that. Let's try this again. Epic fucking fail. What was Fran's last name in the movie Dodgeball?
According to Dodgeball Wikia, fandom, Fran Stalinovskevich Davidovitsky is a team member of the GloboGym.
What?
It's Fran Stalinovskovich. Jesus Christ, I can't even say it, man. Stalinovskovich Davidovitsky. I can't say it, man. Even looking at it, it's freaking ridiculous.
That's just great.
It's just Fran. That's just good stuff.
But Owen's in love with her.
Lady in red.
She pegs that guy at the jukebox with the ball who's down. And
For the count.
yeah. But it's funny because Justin looks over and I think that guy might really be dead.
They weren't lying about the deadliest
Nope.
person
Not
in
at
the
all.
world. These teeth that they have, ugh, gross.
Yeah, because Missy Pyle is her real name, and she is actually incredibly beautiful. So, you don't know. You don't know. You haven't seen her in anything else.
It's an acquired taste. Ipso facto,
She works for us.
not my type. But yeah, Owen is definitely taken by her. And he, as you were mentioning before, our first attempt to record this, you kept mentioning the manager guy, and I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah, Owen, the
Yeah.
coach. He's like the manager coach.
Because he didn't have the balls, I guess,
Yeah,
to play.
I think he played only one game,
I think he played.
and that was right after.
I think he played in the qualifying event.
Yeah, I think it's the only time he played. I think every other time he was on the sidelines with the clipboard.
Yeah, he did have to play again during the tournament because they didn't have a choice. They were short a couple people.
Yeah, which
short.
They showed up. The only person that they were still lacking was Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate.
Wait, there's a guy on our team named Steve the Pirate?
Yeah, he's the only guy on our team that's dressed like a pirate.
Huh. Wait, there's a guy on the team that dresses like a pirate? Like, he has no idea. He hangs out with these people all day,
Dude,
every day.
Some of the best moments are when Dwight is just looking at Owen in utter disbelief that this guy can't be this vapid.
Steve the Pirate, scurvy. It's like, nah,
No,
not ringing
nothing.
any bells.
I got nothing, man. But when you see the different teams that they have to play, it's unlike anything that you would ever see anywhere. And they intentionally went obnoxious with it. You've got the Lumberjacks, you've got like the Kamikazes, you've got
I know you have the Las Vegas PD. Then you have the
Skills for Kills or something like that.
yeah, the rapper,
The hip hop group.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing these like velvet looking jumpsuits that I
had
would
to be
imagine
so hot.
ridiculously hot.
Yeah, you're burning up in those things. But it was funny because they spent more time dancing than they did playing dodgeball.
Yeah, I don't know how they even qualified, to be honest with you.
It was probably the other team died of heat stroke from just missing them
Maybe it was the black lung.
with every shot.
But so
Someone should
Owen
be proud of me, Pop.
Merman, which could have been another team that they played, the Mermen.
Probably.
But Owen wanted to do the nice thing and get everybody uniforms, but they screwed up the order and sent him this S&M group, like all their leather assless chaps and dog collars and all this shit.
But I like that they're, we'll just play in what we have on. It's like, nope. ADAA rules clearly state you have to have matching uniforms. And then Peter's like, I'm sure we don't have to be out there for a few hours, so we'll just see what's going on. We'll try and find something else.
What are you bums waiting for? You got to get out there now.
You got 5 minutes or we forfeit.
So they all they have no choice but to put on all this leather gear.
Yep. And Owen comes out with that.
He's got
weird,
that. It's
like that bite bar in his mouth.
Yeah, it's not like a ball gag. It's like a metal rod.
Something that you would give a horse.
Like, yeah, it looks like a horse. The bite. What is that thing called? I'm not an equestrian.
Yeah. No, neither am I.
I can't read minds.
I just know the lead rope, and that's it.
That's
it's boring, but it's part of my life.
Wait, horseshoes.
Oh.
What else you got?
The mane and the tail.
Yes, and then when they combine, it makes one hell of a conditioner. But
so, I don't know what he has. I don't know what it's called.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No, but
I'm not into that kind of shit.
Me either. I don't circle those groups.
Nope.
So
not even a little. But yeah, they have to play in all this uncomfortable, what I can imagine would be uncomfortable gear.
Yeah.
And they end up beating the Lumberjerks very easily.
That's right. It was the
Lumberjacks, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first team they played. But as they're coming off the court, there's the S&M guys, and the main guy is like
he's like
80.
90 almost.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you must be daddy."
Yeah, because Peter had the dog collar that says "Daddy" right on the throat. But it's like, why? If the dodgeball uniforms didn't belong to them, why did they even have to put them on? Because they weren't even playing in the tournament. I don't even know why they were there.
I think they were at some different type of convention. And then, I mean, obviously had to leave that convention to go to the dodgeball tournament. You're not going there naked.
But like, aside for the the comedy of it, them putting on the dodgeball uniforms, it's like they already had their own clothes, so why did they have to put the dodgeball uniforms on?
Who knows?
Besides it being in the script. Gar. But everybody's advancing in the tournament, including Globo.
Yep.
But the commentary between Jason Bateman's character and Gary Cole is just
Pepper and Cotton.
God, so good, so good.
So a lot of the stuff that Jason Bateman does, it's just like, there
are moments
when he's talking about. He was like, "Well, I talked to White Goodman before the match today, and he says he really, really, really wants to win." And then it comes back to Cotton. He's like, well, okay. Thanks you
for that, Pepper. Jesus.
But then some of Cotton's commentating is actually pretty funny because when they talk about the sudden death at the very end, that's when he's like, we haven't had a sudden death standoff since the Helsinki
incidents of
1919. And he's like, and I think we all remember how that one turned out.
It's like, nope, because we weren't even alive. Nope. Do you remember this somehow? What are you, a time traveler?
I read about it in a book.
Oh, my God. Yeah, the back and forth is great, but just Pepper's mannerisms, his whole demeanor, it's just funny. He doesn't even have to speak. He'll just be sitting there with his foot up on his chair, and he's got his Oakley shades on.
Yeah.
And he's just got this look on his face like he would be squinting, looking at bright lights. That kind of look.
I do like their commentary when they come out for the first game and they're wearing the S&M stuff, and you just see Cotton, and he's like, "Oh my God!" And then Pepper's just like,
"That's rad.
That's rad." It's like, okay. But some of the stuff that Pepper says, like you were saying, is just so funny and over the top. Like, at the very end when they don't have the correct number of players. I do like that the director is William Shatner, because she was like, "Come on, can't you just bend the rules this one time?" And he's like, "There's nothing I can do. Nothing. You have to forfeit. You don't have enough players.
These are the rules. You got to follow them.
Better luck next year." So then he goes out, and they're all out there, and Cotton is reading off the paper. He's like, "Well, we've been informed that Average Joe's is, they have to forfeit." And he's like, "Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off."
I can't remember if it was after Average Joe's beat the first team or like one of the later games that they played, but Cotton makes a mention. He's like, in a surprising turn of events, Average Joe's shockingly defeats whatever team, and then Pepper's like, I feel shocked.
I think it was the very first one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
His commentary is usually just very obvious. He's just stating what's obvious.
Yeah, Cotton, Dwight gets hit in the crotch with the ball, and he was like, oh, right in the testicles. He's like, ouch town, population you, bro.
But, oh my God, they make it to the end and have to play GloboGym. Obviously, it's the only way that this movie would ever work.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have the protagonist and the antagonist of a movie be eliminated in the very first round. That would just, bam, end credits.
Before the tournament finale, whatever. I don't speak Spanish. What's his face? White tries to buy off Peter by offering him $100,000 just to sign over Average Joe's to him, and they have this funny little interaction in the hotel room. Which I don't know how the hell he got into the room.
I don't know. I mean, because even later when Kate goes to check on him the next day, she just walks right into the room. So it just must be a regular hotel room with no key cards.
Clearly, they just don't lock doors.
No.
I don't know.
No, never. He has nothing to steal.
But it's funny. Like, first he's surprised that White's in his room to begin with, and then
Michelle's
coming out of the bathroom. It's like,
sorry, he had some digestive issues. Could you close that door? That's for all of us, baby.
For all of us, man. I don't think he ever did, though.
No, I'm sure he probably didn't.
He's like, that's got to be ripe, man. That is a large gentleman on probably a high-protein diet.
Yeah,
so I don't know, have you ever seen $100,000?
That gets lost in translation.
Which means nothing.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing you could say right then.
Well, that's White. I mean, he likes to take the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor.
I actually did that, though.
Yeah, he's got that gigantic mural, and Kate makes mention of it.
I want to know, because they have that, and then I pointed out, like, you know, the painting at the end of Patches in the wheelchair. I want to know where these paintings are. Like, I wonder if they got destroyed, or if Ben Stiller was like, well, I'm keeping the one of me with the bull and the horns, because that's, like, if I had a painting like that of myself for a movie part, I would, at the end, I'd be like, no, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, it would go great in your film room.
Yeah, it would really tie the room together.
It really would, dude. But, yeah, the one of Patches, it almost looks like it was done out of chalk, which is very impressive.
Whoever did it.
Yeah, I never really noticed it before.
I mean, I had noticed it, but I had never really paid attention to it. I mean, but it had been a long time since I've seen this movie.
But the way that he goes was not so lucky. But, yeah, I think it was right before the final. They think that everything's, in good. They got their momentum going. They think they're going to defeat GloboGym, and then Peter's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Well, I think he is in this scene. This is before his little...
Well, it seems like right after the interaction with White in his hotel room, he goes back down to the bar where his team is, and they're, well, what are we going to do? And he's like, I honestly don't know. He's like, we're probably going to go in there, we're going to play, and we're going to lose. And they're like, oh, come on, no, don't say that. And he was like, no, it's true. He was like, look, we did this whole thing kind of on a wing and a prayer. I'm even surprised we made it this far. So Peter's attitude is completely changed within the, 2-minute clip that it shows with him in his hotel room with White. So he's probably, when he gets back, he's probably pissed off because he realized, like, hey, I just took this bribe of $100,000. I just sold my gym. So what is actually left to fight for? So it's just like, hey, let's just give up. Like, we came this far. What difference does it make now? So, well, it makes quite a difference to him.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you just got $100,000. You got rid of Average Joe's, but you could still get an additional $50,000 on top of that. So why not go for it?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's just like us. We do just good enough.
Amen, sister. So they, Peter just goes away. He's going to fly back home. And
But that's where that's where Steve the Pirate finds him. And he was like, "Gar, Peter, where are you going?" And he grabs him. And that's when he shoves him up against the wall and tells him, "You are not a pirate." It's kind of weird that two grown men have to have that conversation.
yeah, what's even weirder is as Steve the Pirate is walking down the sidewalk, there happens to be a mirror just outside.
Yeah.
Weird.
It is.
I thought it was like a window at first. Like before we watched it just now, I always thought it was he just caught it as a reflection in like a window or something.
Nope,
But
that's
no,
a full-on mirror.
It was a freaking mirror. Which,
Honestly, who puts a mirror right here, people?
but with as much crime and like I know there's gangs and stuff in Vegas, like there's no way that mirror would have survived. But yeah, he takes his handkerchief off of his head.
Yep.
And then somebody throws like a strawberry milkshake on him.
Raspberry.
There's only one man
Who would dare give me the raspberry?
Steve the Pirate. Gar. But it's funny because you don't see him until after the tournament's over, and
He's
gotten
clean cut.
gotten himself a nice little haircut.
Yep. But it's funny because you have Owen, who had no idea who Steve the Pirate was, then sees this clean-cut redhead guy, and he's like, "Hey, look, Steve the Pirate."
And then Dwight gives him another one of those looks, man. It's so funny. He's like, "Really? I've been trying to get you to remember this guy this whole time." Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Well, eventually they win the tournament, and that's, there's a lot of funny moments, while they're playing. And I think at one point they call White, they refer to him as Lilliputian.
Yeah.
I think Pepper calls him Lilliputian, and he makes comment of his hair. He's like, it's feathered and it's like glorious or something.
Yeah. But I do like, when it goes to sudden death, you have Peter who has Patch's scarf that looks like it's never been washed a day in his life.
And it looks like it's cleaned up some
type of spills.
Unsavory
Or fluids.
Questionable.
Oh. But he blindfolds himself with this. And that's when Cotton's like, "Well, for the first time in all my years of broadcasting, Peter LaFleur has blindfolded himself." And then Cotton's like, "Yeah, he is not going to be able to see very well." It's like, well, no shit.
Once again, stating the obvious.
Yep. So he tells, White grabs the ball, tries to hit Peter with it. Peter's able to move out of the way because of his fantastic senses.
Somehow he has ninja-like skills
You
that
better believe
developed
it.
out of nowhere.
So he grabs his ball, throws it, pegs White right in the face. But White's facial expression when the ball's coming at him.
No.
Oh,
Dr. Fishy.
no. So he gets pegged in the face. Now he's out. So Average Joe's wins. But I like Owen's math, he's horrible with math. So he's like, "Yeah, no." It goes, "I took the $100,000 bribe that you gave me and I put it on us to win." He was like, "So with that," he was like, "We were 50 to 1 odds." He was like, "Anybody? 50? $100,000?
$50,000?
Yeah, no, it's like $5 million. So, and then he tells him, he's like, "Well, I'm just going to invest that and buy the controlling stocks of GloboGym."
I'd never allow it.
And he was like, "Well, no, nothing you can do about it. It's a publicly traded company. So, you're pretty much screwed." So he tells him, "Hey, White, you're fired." So, and then that sends him down a shame spiral to end all shame spirals.
Yep. He gets fat again, which makes for a couple of great closing credit scenes with White. But before that stuff, they come out with the treasure chest full of the $50,000 winnings, and here comes Steve the Pirate, the clean cut and everything.
Right.
And he's like, "Hey, Peter," talking in his regular voice now.
But it's weird because you can kind of tell that he wants to still talk like a pirate.
He's been doing it for way too long.
Hey, Peter.
It's a struggle.
It is.
The struggle is
It
real.
is. So he tells him, he's like, I thought about what you said, and
You were right.
I'm not a pirate.
He's like, well, if you're not a pirate, then who am I going to split all this treasure with?
Yeah, and he shows him the $5 million.
Gar, Peter.
Easily the greatest Gar in the entire movie.
Right. And then there's the scene. So Kate, she's, all happy and everything. They won. And
Now, they had talked about her being a lesbian throughout the movie.
yes.
And Peter's like, there's no way.
there was some funny commentary about that, because like Patches O'Houlihan, he's like, I don't care, but that dyke can play.
Yeah.
It's like
He's so forward with what he's saying.
he doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give two shits.
Yeah, he doesn't give it.
No,
He doesn't give it.
he doesn't have any shits to give. But she out of nowhere, she sees she's like, Joyce?
Yeah, she's like, oh, Kate.
I
She's
thought
like,
you
what
were-
are you doing here? I thought you were in Guam. She's like, I've been keeping up with it on ESPN 8.
The Ocho.
Yeah. It's like, I wouldn't miss this for the world. And she's like, oh, you're the best.
And so they start kissing,
Yeah.
and then
Dwight's like, see, I told you she was a lesbian. He's like, wow, good call.
he's like,
Huh.
and I'm not a lesbian.
It's like,
I'm
you're not.
bisexual.
And obviously she gets around.
Like a record. Because she goes and then kisses Peter.
Yeah. It's right in front of her girlfriend.
It's like, all right, so they got a very open relationship.
Very open.
Yes.
Well, what if it was open?
With tongue and everything. Ipso facto.
It's
You're-
very open.
You're bisexual. Oh my God. There's way too much in this movie, like dialogue wise and scenes and stuff, for us to even capture or let alone do it justice. So,
I know
we just got to watch the movie.
Yeah, we tried the whole back and forth when Dwight and Peter were in the bar, and it's too much. There's no way we could do it justice.
No.
I mean, we would have to watch that movie like 6-7 times, or at least that scene 6-7 times in a row.
Yeah.
To get it, because it's too good. It is too good.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't even think of what they were talking about in that moment.
Oh, when he was like, oh, it's like, you're going to enter the tournament. And he was like, yeah, I'm entering the tournament. He's like, I just said that. I know you just said that. Well, that's what I'm saying to you. It's like, well, no, that's what I'm saying to you.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah. Touche. It's such a great scene. But there are other scenes like that where
There's
they
a lot of the funny back and forth because White is
an idiot.
He's definitely not all there.
Yeah, like the part when he's in the hotel room. And
You caught me. I like to break a mental sweat.
But when he's in the hotel room and he comes in and he's just like, ¿Dónde estás? Biblioteca. And he's like, just boning up on my Spanish. I'm opening a new GloboGym in Mexico. It's like,
So
why would you ask where the library is?
does that have anything to do with dodgeball or the gym?
Yeah. I want to go down to the biblioteca and break a mental sweat.
In a book. But yeah, no, you guys got to check this movie out. If you haven't seen it yet, it's one of the funniest movies out there, I think.
It is. It's, oh, God, it's hysterical.
So, without going through every single scene, every single moment that we found just utterly hysterical, I mean, you got to watch it.
You better believe it.
But that's Dodgeball. And I kind of want to watch it again now. Because I want to break.
Let's do it.
I want to break the mold.
I'm down.
Do it.
We'll dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge right out of here.
Goddamn right. Cotton.
Cotton.
All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed watching the movie and talking about it. And that's about it.
I had an awesome time.
Everybody knows you had an awesome time. I'm trying to ask Mitch if he had an awesome time. But we want to keep these awesome times coming, right?
Yeah, we sure do.
Well, until next time.
Quotable Podcast out.